Ladies and gentlemen, to talk more about XODE blockchain, we have the Chief Marketing Officer of XODE blockchain. Everybody put your hands together for Mr. Cesar Ditan.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. May gabi. I'm here to talk about Web3. This is a brief introduction of what Web3 is about. And I'd like to try and explain what Web3 is in English so that we will understand what all these geniuses have created for all of us. I'm sure we all woke up with the internet. Check your phones for messages, for the latest news, like which cabinet secretary just tendered her resignation, probably through your phone. But have we wondered, how and when did this all start? The internet, as we know it, had its birthday in January 1st in 1983. That was a bit of history. On that day, TCP/IP was established. And what is that? TCP/IP made possible the communication between one computer network with another, so that all the computer networks who were silos, pretty much silos, islands among themselves, were now able to communicate. 8 years later, mass adoption came for the internet. And this is what we call Web 1.0. This is the read-only internet. My phone just hangs, so I'll just read from my slide. In 1991, everybody started using the internet, and this was the read-only internet because we, the users, just read what the websites gave us. These were very static websites, zero interaction. And then, after that, came Web 2.0. Okay? This was the read and write internet. And by the way, that is the internet that we all know today. We are currently in Web 2.0. Now, what is the difference? Obviously, the internet as we know it today is very interactive. You can buy your ticket, airline tickets, you can book your hotel using the internet. Okay, but it comes with a price. Internet 2.0 means we gave up ownership of our personal data. If I ask you today, do you know what the business of Facebook is? What is the business model of Amazon? They are in the business of collecting personal data. Without you knowing it, these big technology companies are in the business of collecting your personal data. And without your permission, they are selling it to advertisers and to third parties. So Internet 2.0 or Web 2.0 or Internet as you know it to today is broken. Unfortunately, it is broken. Exhibit A. Cambridge Analytica harvested personal data from 87 million Facebook users. And they used that data to manipulate the presidential elections in the United States. And you know what happened after that. The very hateful language of, I'm trying to speak in English, of 2.0 gets a lot of eyeballs. It's all about getting eyeballs, but at a price. In the 2008 global financial crisis, when the world almost melted away, countries went bankrupt and millions lost their jobs. Central authority, like the Securities and Exchange Commission, the Fed, which is the central bank of the US, all these intermediaries who are supposed to watch out for our welfare failed us and failed us miserably. They only had one job and they failed. And as if to rub salt on our collective wounds, what they did was they bailed out these Wall Street CEOs, big bank, because they were too big to fail. So the very institutions that we trusted failed to safeguard our welfare. Investment banks were bailed out. Not a single CEO from Wall Street went to jail. So, what is the problem? The problem is centralized and trustful financial models. Okay? Now, from the ashes of the 2008 financial crisis rose Bitcoin. That is Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin blockchain. And what did it do? It was a very safe way to conduct business, to transfer value, to transfer money, quote unquote, from one user to another, minus the middleman. Enter Web3, and that's what my talk is about. What is Web3? Web3 is the answer to the problematic Web2 that we have today. It is the read, write, and own internet. You know, ownership is very essential in humanity. All our lives, we've done nothing but work to have access to food, clothing, and shelter. Ownership empowers us, makes us secure. And that's what Web 3.0 is all about. In 2014, Ethereum co-founder and Polkadot founder, Dr. Gavin Wood, that's the dude there in my slide, coined the term Web 3.0. It is an internet that is, number one, decentralized. No big tech controlling it. Not Zuckerberg can turn it off. Nobody can. Why? Because it's decentralized. And it is trustless. Now that's a funny word, trustless. When I first encountered that word, I said, hey, that's weird. But it turns out trustless is cool. Because trustless means we don't need to trust a third party to do a transaction. You can transact peer-to-peer, direct, no middleman. It's an internet where we control our own data, our own identity, and our own destiny. For instance, in today's internet, what if Mark Zuckerberg decides to turn off your account in Facebook? There's not much you can do. But you've already shared your personal data and it's already been sold 10 times over without your knowing it. That doesn't happen with Web 3.0. All you need is a wallet. And this evening, we'll introduce you to that. The best explanation of Web3 is making you experience it. We will give you a Web3 wallet, and we will put something in it. Why? 2.0, you need a username and a password. In other words, your personal identity, you give out freely to Zuckerberg and Big Tech, not in Web 3.0. Okay? So it's an internet where we control our own data and our own destiny. So, that, ladies and gentlemen, is Web 3 in English. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Once again, Mr. Cesar Ditan.